What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. We gonna get straight to it. Colorado football team, the Colorado Buffaloes are in trouble. They are in trouble. Like, someone please call 911 trouble. I'm not even trying to be funny. I mean, I was trying to be funny with that for real. But seriously, when I'm looking at this football team, I struggle to find out what they do well outside of Shador, Travis Hunter, and Jimmy Horn. Jimmy Horn and Travis couldn't even really get off today because they can't protect Shador Sanders at all. Like, as soon as the ball was snapped, by the time Shador trying to drop back, they in his grill, right there in his face, right? So you can't protect the quarterback. You can't rush the quarterback, right? You can't run the football. Brother, they had 22 carries for 16 yards. That is abysmal. You can't run the football, right? You can't stop the run. What can you do? That is a recipe for a disaster, man. This team, they don't have the pieces to compete within FBS football. You know what I mean? Before the season, when the season first started, I said they wouldn't win. They wouldn't be a bowl. They wouldn't get to a bowl game. But I said they would win 5 games. Now I think they might win 3 games, y'all. I think they might go 3-9. And I hate to say it because I don't wish bad on Coach Prime. I've criticized certain things that he's done over last season and all of that. But y'all, they don't have the dogs, man. They don't. Like, and I'm gonna say this too, man. Coach Prime, he gonna have to stop that transfer portal stuff. He gonna have to cut that out. Okay? He gonna have to do old school recruiting like Nick Saban them used to do. Go to people's houses. He gonna have to sit on grandma and them couch with the plastic on it. Well, grandma and them, great grandma and them had that by now. I don't think grandma and them got that on the couch no more, right? But he gonna have to go to grandma and them house, mom and them house, mom and pop's house, talk to the family. He gonna have to play spades with the cousins, play dominoes with grandma and them. He might have to spend a night at the house. Bring a blow-up bed, him and Bucky both. Just so they can, I mean, they're gonna have to get guys, like recruit for real. Not transfer portal guys. The guys he getting from the transfer portal, they've transferred for a reason. They're not that good. They're not that good, y'all. Again, I'm looking at this team, y'all, and the schedule. They play 5 ranked teams: Kansas State, Arizona, Utah, Kansas, Oklahoma State. Bro, like, man, it's not gonna get easier from here. And in the first game, at first I thought the O-line, I said the O-line did pretty solid against North Dakota State. No, fam. North Dakota State can't rush the football, right? They couldn't. And Shador was out there looking like money because they couldn't rush the passer either. When you go to a team, Matt Rhule is in his 2nd year. First year, Colorado beat them with Jeff Sims as the quarterback. They got some picks off Jeff Sims. Now Matt Rhule getting his guys in there. And you saw what happened when he got his guys in there. Colorado couldn't do nothing. They couldn't, right? And so same situation like this year, they got the same problems as last year. They still are not a disciplined bunch. They got all these penalties, offsides, all of that, like penalties and stuff. And yeah, it's looking like, this is basically the same team from last year with just new players. We all knew last year Shador can really throw the football, right? Travis is an outstanding receiver, cornerback. Jimmy Horn is really, really tough. I hope I didn't say Jimmy Hunter. Or I hope I didn't say Jimmy Hunter earlier. But Jimmy Horn, Travis Hunter, Shador, Sanders, they are great. Shador and Travis don't got to play no more games this season. They probably still be both top 15 picks because they are that exceptional at what they do. But this team, y'all, in the trenches, they are weak. And it don't matter if you got Warren Sapp coaching the defensive line. It don't matter. Julius Peppers, if any of them over there. If you don't got the guys, you don't got the personnel, man. They're very little in the trenches. All of that, very little. And yeah, man, it does not look good, y'all. It does not look good. And when I watched the North Dakota State game, I saw how the defense still couldn't stop nobody. I'm like, you can't stop them. You're not, and Coach Prime said he liked the way the defense played, defense playing well. They had some good spots, especially in the second half, but the first half, I'm like, Prime, they not playing that well. They trying to hold off as best as possible, but y'all still can't stop the run. So I guess he was trying to find a silver lining in something when he said that. But yeah, it's not looking good. Shiloh Sanders, I believe, has a broken forearm. I heard Coach Prime say that at the half. I didn't really look into it. I should have looked into it before making this video. But yeah, man, this is a recipe for disaster. And man, I'm seriously, y'all, with that O-line, I was shocked Shedeur was still standing after a lot of that. I don't know how he get through the whole season for real. And I'm going to say that Shedeur is not without fault. It's times he holds the ball too long. He got to throw the ball away sometimes too. He got to, okay? You can't keep taking sacks because they can't afford to waste any drives. When you can't protect the quarterback, anytime Shedeur makes some great throws and get y'all downfield a little bit, yeah, you can't be taking sacks. You losing 8 yards on a sack. Throw the ball out. Who cares about the the completion percentage? Nobody cares about that. We know you're talented, Shedeur. As I said, Shedeur probably still going to be a top 15 pick, regardless. Everybody know the boy can throw. He got some protection. He's accurate. He's a really, really great passer, for sure, right? He can make almost every pass on the field. I'm not exaggerating. But he gotta be smarter. Okay, you gotta avoid that sack to keep y'all at least in field goal range. So if you don't get 6, get y'all a score out of the drive. And him not throwing the ball away, he had them in bad field goal range at times. They were out of field goal range. And then the pick, he stared the receiver down, threw it late, threw it inside. Yeah, that pick 6. That was going to happen all the way with the decision he made on that. But I still think Shedeur is a very talented quarterback. I think he's a great quarterback. I think Travis Hunter is a great talent, elite talent. I think Jimmy Horn is a very good receiver. But that is not enough to keep them afloat. That can't carry them. And even when they play North Dakota State, I say, they have to outscore these guys to win. You're not going to be able to outscore everybody. And of course they can't because they can't block nobody. If you don't got them guys in the trenches to protect the quarterback to have time to throw, it's over with. You can't run. They going to play y'all to pass every time. They know y'all cannot run. You still can't establish the run at all. 22 carries for 16 yards. That is terrible. You can't even get nobody to respect the run. And if they don't respect it at all, you can't do nothing. What? They are going to feast. The front four was getting to Shedeur like it wasn't nothing. They was on him like white on rice, like flies on a flock, like flies on on what the elephant leaves on the showground. You know what the elephant leaves on the showground? SHIT. They was on Shedeur like flies on SHIT. Seriously, and yeah, man, he gonna have to recruit. That transfer portal stuff, it's not it, y'all. It's not. In order to make a name, and I'm gonna say this too, Prime be getting out coached at times too. Like certain things he does, like not calling timeouts. I've noticed him doing stuff like that. Remember when they played Stanford last year, right? You were up 27? They were losing a 27-point lead. He not calling no timeouts, no nothing. And I'm like, what? Come on, dog. Like you can't be out here like that. You got to stop the bleeding. And I don't know if Coach Prime really knows how to make adjustments like that. I watched him get out-coached. What was it, South Carolina State and North Carolina Central, I believe? North Carolina Central? Yeah, like, you watched him get out-coached at Jackson State. At Jackson State, he was winning really because he had top-tier talent while playing in a SWAC. He could out-talent everybody else in a SWAC, right? It wasn't necessarily coaching. He could out-talent everybody else. He had the talent, the athletes, to do whatever he wanted to do against a lot of the SWAC talent. In FBS right here now, a lot of them dudes got talent, and he don't got the premier talent that them other teams have. He don't have that. So when he doesn't have the premier talent, I don't know if Coach Prime know how to make adjustments. When he don't have premier talent, when he can't out-talent you, I don't know if he can really beat you like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, and maybe I'm too early saying this, John Calipari at Kentucky. He won that one chip when he just had Anthony Davis, and what's the boy name? Michael Gilchrist, and then he had the elite talent. He's a good motivator, but when it comes to X's and O's, he struggles with that, right? Same way I feel about Prime right now, to be honest with y'all, man. And yeah, it's going to be a long season for these boys, man. It's going to be a long season for these young men. But until then, all them concerts in the locker room got to stop. All them chains on and all of that. Hanging with the rappers, they got to stop. They don't have the personnel. They don't have the team to be doing all of that. You're not going to be winning. Cut all the theatrics out. Let's just try to win some games. Peace.